Okay, and it's pronounced Elise, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I've kind of been running around crazy. I'm trying to figure out how to edit my videos, so I haven't had a whole lot of time to center in. So just give me a few minutes and I'm gonna try
Sure.
and connect. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so automatically I feel a woman. I'm sensing a woman coming forward for you. And she may either be connected to you through your mom or is a mom herself. Because she's got that nurturing energy about her, especially in regards to you. So let me just feel into her and see if she can, blend with me a little bit better here. Okay, so I'm just gonna ask, is your mother in spirit?
No.
Okay, I didn't think it was your mom. But this is someone who I don't know, this is someone who probably is above you. So like think mom, dad, aunts, uncles. It feels like someone who's like one step above you. Um and someone that cared for you as a mother kind of. So let me get more into this and see if she can give me some more. Okay, so this feels like maybe an aunt. Do you have an aunt in spirit? Mm. Oh, you cut out. What did you have? Do you have an aunt in
Oh,
spirit or
sorry.
no?
No. No.
Okay,
No.
okay, okay. And as soon as I said that, now I'm feeling like it's shifting towards grandmother. And I know a lot of people have a grandma in spirit, so I'm gonna try and get more specific. Okay. This woman feels very gentle, very loving, nurturing. So I may have slapped the label of mom on her
Yeah.
prematurely, um, because now I'm feeling like it's a grandmother. So, just to narrow it down, is your mother's mom in spirit?
No.
Okay, okay. Huh. Huh. Okay. Have you always kept your hair short?
No.
Okay. I got a flash of you as a little girl. Now, I saw you with short hair, but that
No.
doesn't
I
mean
had
anything.
off and on. No, I had off and on, but it was not always short. Like I've had
Oh,
it short
okay.
and long, short, long. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
But
Um, and to me, it feels like I might call you a tomboy, maybe.
mhm.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Because you feel like an outside kid. outside kid all the time. Um, just like that was the feeling that came with the image of you as a younger girl, okay? Um, yeah, so like playing in the mud, playing with sticks, that's what you feel like as a kid. Um, so this must be someone who has memories of you as a small child. So let me keep going with that. Okay, that's weird. I just got a sense of like Alzheimer's or dementia. Does that ring true with anyone?
Yeah, but not anyone that's passed.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Well, that's not true. I lied. I lied because it is true for one that passed.
Does that fit with a grandmother?
Yeah,
Okay, okay. So I could be wrong on which side,
okay.
it falls on, but I truly feel like I have a grandmother for you. Um, and she's trying to show me, um, so okay, so interesting. So her husband's still alive.
No.
No. Okay. So she's referencing her husband.
Okay.
Um, hmm. I also do feel like you have children. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So this must just be like her talking about who's with her, who's here still, who's left, and lineage, like the like her descendants. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So she's just recognizing them, and let me just see what else she wants to say. Okay. I don't know if this fits with this woman, but to me, she feels like I don't know why I want to say librarian right off the top of my head, but I think that's just I don't think she was a librarian. I think maybe she was either a reader or having the characteristics of a librarian. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So
It
think
makes sense.
quiet, um, likes
No,
to
no.
no, okay, likes to
No.
read.
I mean, she liked to read.
Okay, so let's just don't make it fit if it doesn't, you know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
Um, but I wonder why she put librarian in my head, Maybe it
Yeah.
was just the reading. I'm not sure. And so do you have an older son?
No. So wait, older
Okay.
how? How old is old?
He feels like the oldest to me. Is your son the oldest?
Well, yeah. Yes.
Or
I
so you have I know you have multiples, but
I,
your
I only have
oldest,
one. I only have
oh,
one.
you only have one.
Yeah.
And it's a boy, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Okay. Grandma's talking about your son. Um, so I wonder, that must mean that she's with him, she's around him, she knows about him, watching him. Um, I don't know, he feels like 10, like in between.
Yeah. He's 9. Yeah.
He's 9. Okay,
Yeah.
good. Good. Um, let me see. What else? This is so weird. I'm gonna say it again because she just feels like a librarian to me. I don't know why. Um, but every time I see her, her hair's pulled back and it's gray. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that she grew to be what we would call elderly. Okay.
Hmm.
So does that make sense with your grandma?
Yeah.
Okay. I am seeing her with glasses too. Does she have Okay. Okay. Um, would you understand the East Coast with this woman at all?
So I live on. I live on the East Coast, right? Yeah, I live in
Yeah, so
Pennsylvania.
like
That's the East Coast.
yes, so like
Yeah.
Rhode Island,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. So this is your dad's mom,
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. And so would you understand her being gone for over 5 years? Would you understand that?
No.
No. Okay. Okay, so she's trying to talk about the timing of when her and her husband passed. And
Hmm.
so I'm going to assume that he passed much earlier than she did. Because there's a gap there
Oh
that
yeah.
she's showing me. Okay. So now don't tell me, but do you know how she passed?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see if she can tell me. Okay. So this is kind of weird. To me, it feels like there wasn't any one cause. It feels like it was an overall, like getting older, like deterioration of the body. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like anything really like was the key factor. It feels like a collective of it was just my time and I was ready to go. Um, oh, yeah, and I got chills. So she's like, yes. Um, so is your father passed away as well?
No.
He's still alive. Okay. Did they have chickens?
No. No.
Okay. Okay.
I'm
I'm
laughing because
guessing,
at the end I have all this stuff. So
yes.
okay.
I can't wait. Yeah, okay. There's something about chickens. I don't know. It was random. So I'm glad it makes sense to you because I'm like, what? Okay. So what else, Grandma? Oh, okay. So it feels like we're shifting to you now.
Okay.
And she's talking about being too critical. I don't know if that's too critical of other people or too critical of yourself. Um you also feel very logical and analytical to me. You just feel very logical to me. Um would you describe yourself that way?
Yeah. Yeah, I would.
Okay. Okay. Um Okay, so you do kind of feel independent and somewhat on your own. I'm not sure why. I don't know if you have a spouse that's helping you, but it doesn't feel that way. It feels like you're pretty much on your own.
Yeah.
Um, know that you are truly never on your own. Ooh, ooh, she gave me chills. Know that you're never alone. She wants you to know that. She's sending you love, 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 of course. They always do, but I have to say it. Um, she's, I don't know if you spend a lot of time alone. Um, I think you do. I think you do. Um, which is fine, and not in a bad way. I just think that when you're when you're by yourself, she's like trying to sneak into your thought waves.
Okay.
Um, so let me see. Let me see what this is. Hang on. I don't know if you do like crossword puzzles or Sudoku or if you read at night or something, but I see you in your room by yourself and it's like she's right there with you. And let's see. She's just like sitting right next to you. So I think the core of the message is you're never alone. Um So let me see what else she wants to say. Okay, so interesting. This is, I don't know, I'm totally gonna screw this up and correct me if I'm wrong,
Okay.
but there's something about, remember how I said being too critical, either on
Yeah.
yourself or with others? That feels rooted in your relationship with your mother. So it's almost like grandma wants to tell you to unlearn some of those things that are holding you back, especially in regards to your relationship with your mother. um yeah, I'm definitely on something
Yeah.
important.
Yeah.
So it's almost like, oh, okay, so it's almost like your thoughts are limiting you. Oh, are you still there? Oh, you froze. Are you still there? Dang it.
Okay.
Oh, there
Can you
you
hear
are.
me?
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead. Say it, say it again.
So, your grandma's talking about It's like your thoughts are limiting you in some way, and it's coming directly from your mother, what you learned from your mother. And so she wants you to be like hyper aware of those thoughts that make you feel like you can't do it, or make you feel like some sort of restriction, a self-imposed restriction. Okay. And it's directly from your mother. Okay. And you don't have to carry that on. Okay. You don't have to pass it on. Um, so I do feel like your mother was overly critical of you too. Um, so just know that a lot of those beliefs that sound like yours are not yours. It's a learned thing, okay? Um, but they're sneaky. Those thoughts are sneaky, and if you're not paying attention, you won't notice it. So, like for example, I want to be a medium, right? I want to be a professional medium, but I have this background noise that's saying, you can't do that. Who do you think you are? You know, you've only been doing this for 2 years. There's so many better mediums out there. Da 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 da. And then you have to go back to the first time somebody told you that you couldn't do something. Okay. And for you, you're going to have to do a lot of work with what your mother taught you. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's an unlearning of that behavior, because you are capable and you can do what you have the inspiration on purpose. It's not an accident. And you want to do those things naturally, right? But then there's that other voice in there that comes in and makes you feel like you can't. So
Right.
I would just say be aware of that. And if you have a thought that pops into your head that sounds like your mom, you can cancel it out. You can say, cancel that, replace it with something else. And then just be aware. Okay. I'm just going to leave that there.
Yeah.
And then I'll try to get one more thing, because it seems like you have to go. Do you have to go
No, no, no,
somewhere?
no. I'm home. I'm home.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
I'm just getting out of the car.
Oh, no problem. No problem.
Sorry. No, you're fine. Take your
Oh,
time.
okay. Okay.
It's just me at the house, so.
Okay. I'll keep going.
Yeah, you're fine. Sorry.
You're fine. No problem. Oh, okay. I feel like you're just a wonderful mother. And so she's talking about the way you were raised and the way you're raising your son now, and they're so different.
Mhm.
And I do feel like you're doing things differently than what your mom did. Um, not that your mom was a terrible person, but we just do what we can with what we have, and we can only do what we think is right in the time. And a lot of the times it's how you were raised. Um,
Okay.
all right.
Oh no.
Okay, so what was I saying?
You
Oh,
said,
you're just
not that she
yeah,
was a horrible mom. Yeah. Or whatever.
no, no, I don't think she was a horrible mom. I just think that, you raise your kids the way you were raised, and that's how you think it should be done, and you don't know any better.
Right.
But I do feel like you're stopping that cycle with your children,
Mm.
or your child. I don't know why I keep wanting
It's
to
okay.
say,
I'll tell you later.
Okay. 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 And so it's like good job. Grandma's like, yes, keep up the good work with your parenting because you are stopping generational trauma, right? Generational crap that we have to deal with. So it's like good job from grandma. Um no, I wonder if you're like a Virgo. Are you a Virgo?
Mm-mm.
No. Hmm. Okay, so I'm gonna just get like maybe one more thing and then I'll leave her love with you.
Okay.
Uh, so let me tune back in here. So do you have a brother?
Yeah.
Feels like a younger brother to me.
Yeah.
So grandma's talking about younger brother. Why? Let me see what she's trying to say. You two feel very close. Does that make sense?
My brother and I,
It's okay
we
if it's a
used
no.
we used to be.
Okay. As kids,
Yeah. Kind of. Kind of.
are you close in age?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, that could be what it is too. It feels like 2 years.
Yep.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
good. She's doing good. Um, so let me just see if I can figure out what she's trying to say about your brother. Okay, so she's trying to talk about, okay. So there's some sort of like bond, I don't want to say trauma bonding, but kind of. There's a mutual history that you have together, of course, with any sibling, but it feels like you guys just went through this thing together. I don't know what it is. Um, and so there's a bond there because of that. But I gotta be honest, I don't think it's a good bond. I think it's a bond over something hard that you guys went through together. Um, oh, um, so okay. So he may need a little bit of support in that aspect because men tend to bury that stuff. Um, I also kind of feel like you bury that stuff a little bit. Um, so because it's painful, whatever it is painful. And okay, but there's also a feeling of like you weren't alone then either. You had your brother. And so, ooh, ooh, she's giving me chills big time. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just say that I think grandma wants you to reach out to your brother, just heart to heart connection. Um, so like before you call him or something, just open your heart and just have that in the back of your head, like I'm sending him love. And that way, no matter what you say, it's energy. People pick up on it whether you try to or not, right?
Right.
So he may need you to like kind of pull some of those emotions out of him because I feel like he doesn't express them or even feel them at all. Um, and then I think it will also help you too to process some of that. But what we can't do is shove it down,
Yeah.
because that will manifest in pain, physical pain, diseases, you know, anxiety, depression, da 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 da. So, grandma's talking about whatever you guys went through together. Um, not to relive it, but either connect over that or just check in with your brother, make sure he's doing okay emotionally. I feel like he's doing fine otherwise, but this is about emotions.
Okay.
So I don't know. um but I'm gonna leave her love with you, and she did really good. I think she did pretty good. So she's only been gone like 2-3 years then?
No, just a couple months.
You're kidding.
Mm-mm.
Oh
Mm.
my
Like I'm
gosh.
August 28th, so not even a whole month yet.
Wow. Okay, tell me everything. I want to know all the things.
So when you were first talking about a grandma, I wasn't sure if it was I call my mom's grandmother was always my grandma. She's the one who showed you the chickens. That's why I laughed because
Oh.
I know that I
Oh,
because I am
oh,
a
you
bit of a
cut out.
medium. Oh,
What'd you
sorry. I know that I have multiple family members around me. I'm a bit of a medium, like I can talk to them at times. And my mom's grandmother, my grandma was messing with my stereo right before I had the call with you.
Oh,
And then my gram, who's my dad's mom, she's the one that passed away a couple months or a month ago. And she was the only one in my family that was always very supportive of me. Always, she always saw me and loved me for who I was and didn't try to change me. And um, my mom and I do have I got out of an 11-year marriage with a narcissist, and then I realized that my mom's a narcissist, and I've only been out of the marriage for 2 years, so it's been a lot
it's
over the
fresh.
past 2 years. Yeah. But I've done therapy and I've worked really,
Oh, good.
I've worked through a lot of stuff. Um, the reason that you keep seeing too, so I not only do I have like a little bit of medium, but I have a friend who she does mediumship for me, and I also she like but I had a ectopic pregnancy where I lost the baby in my tube, and she's picked up on another child, and you have, so it's it makes me laugh because I know that I only have one kid, but I know that the baby shows up sometimes and stuff. um
That's
and my
cool.
yeah, my pap passed away when I was in high school. My grandma's 93, and she had dementia right at the end. That's why I was like, no, but then I'm like, oh yeah, she did, because she did. It wasn't till she went into the nursing home that it started getting really bad.
Nursing home. See, she gave me nursing home. She did.
It,
I didn't say it, but she did. And yeah, it didn't feel like she had dementia for 5 years. It felt like it
mm-mm.
was part of the end
Yeah.
overall.
Oh,
Hmm.
and then so she died, but she had, what surgery did they do? They did some type of surgery. Oh, she broke, fractured her leg or something, and they were fixing it. And she went in and did the surgery. And when she came out, I already knew that that was it. But
Yeah. Yeah.
that she never really woke up from that. So when you felt, it was just that she was 93. I mean,
Yeah. It's
yeah,
harder on older people to come out of surgeries and
yeah,
anesthesia and yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Hmm.
So what's the deal with your brother?
Oh, my brother and I are 2 years apart. We're both Geminis, so
Uh,
yeah. He lives at my parents. I have a hard time with him because he lived out in California for like 8 years. I call him California crazy because there's no reasoning with him. And I can't, so I have a hard time talking with him, but he is he is very emotionally, yeah. And I don't know, like, I don't even know what I would talk to him about because I don't even know
There's
what I would
no
talk to him about.
common ground there.
Yeah.
I would just say you don't have to call him or anything unless you want to, of course, but I would just say, because it's the same with my brother, I'm just like, God, you're so stupid. But if you just, before you have any interactions with him, if you just try to have an open heart, I think that will make all the difference.
Yeah.
And we're running out of time.
Oh, sorry.
so-
Oh, I just want to tell you the East Coast thing. I live on the East Coast, but she would take me to see her family down in New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
So
Cool.
yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, she
But I
did
don't know the
pretty good.
library thing. The library thing, I have no clue.
Yeah,
I don't know, but she used to do Sudokus and the crosswords.
Oh, okay.
But I read like prayers and stuff right before I go to bed. So yeah.
Oh, I'm sure she's with you then.
Yeah.
Because that's what it felt like on your bed, sitting next to you. Okay, well, thank you for
Thank
letting me
you.
do this. And I've been telling everybody, if you got anything out of the reading, if you want to go to my Facebook page, I can send you a screenshot of it and leave a review if you want.
Yeah.
And if you know of anybody that could benefit from my services, send them my way.
All right, great. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good night.
You too.